What's going on, FG fam? Welcome to another episode of the Miami Marlins franchise here on MLB the Show 21 here on the next-gen consoles. And we start off trying to get to the end of the season here. We are relatively close to getting into playoff territory. We got a critical situation, 3-2. We are up on the road in Pittsburgh against the Pirates. Not really a game we want to lose. Can Ryan Muller close it down? Here's one off of his leg. Then gets up, tries to throw it to first, but safe at first. So now we got a pinch hit opportunity for user prospect Abel Alvarado. Abel, are you in the house? Let me know in the comments section below. But here he comes, and he's going to take a strike right there. That's strike one. We're going over this whole sequence. There he takes a strike up and in. And then on the third pitch, he just takes it. It's a change curveball down low. He just takes that as well. He took 3 straight pitches, didn't offer at a single one. And the Marlins will come away with a 3-2 win. 44th save of the year for Ryan Muller. Mike Trout gets player of the game. Nicholas Boucher ends up getting the win. He only had to pitch an inning of scoreless ball. Mike Trout was 1 for 1 with a solo shot. So he was scheduled a day off, but he did get into the game. Miami then with an 8-7 lead against the Padres, and Tatis going down swinging. That's one away in the bottom of the 9th. If they're going to come back, they're going to have to get some hits. Here's Austin Nola. He hits this one deep out to left field, but that is caught out there in left, and that is game. Marlins get the win there. They close it down again, 8-7. Nicholas Boucher, player of the game, and the win. Ryan Muller gets his 45th save of the season. Sterling Olander with an he had 2 RBIs and a double in the game. So did Bobby Bradley. So some good playing by the Marlins. Now with a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Pablo Lopez continuing to pitch here. He had a really nice game going, but now throwing his arms up, he has no idea. He has given up a double down the left field line. Here in comes Manny Machado. Machado rips one into left. Not going to score on the play, but runners on the corners with nobody away is dangerous. So in comes Jordan Hicks, who's 2-5 with a 2.69 ERA for the season. And he's got to get Tatis out. Here's a dribbler over to third. Devers trying to start a double play, and he is not going to. It is one away, and they will score the tying run. So couldn't get the tying run off of the bag, and it's going to be 1-1 as we end the 7th on that fly ball right there. So Marcus Walden coming in to pitch the 8th for the Padres. He's 7-5 on the season. He might have a chance to pick up a win. Bobby Bradley hits this one pretty hard out to right field, and it is caught at the wall. To get to the bottom of the 9th inning, Machado down the right field line. That's actually Chris Taylor. Machado's up next. Chris Taylor is going to pick up a double, a 1-out double, and then he turns to third and gets a triple. The aggressive base running. That's going to bring in Garrett Crochet here. He's 5-2 on the season with a 1.98 ERA. Has been great for us, and Machado down the first baseline. That's going to prevent them from trying to come home from third. So it's up to Tatis, and Tatis with the attempted bunt. It's not going to work out, though. So we are going to extra innings. Eloy Jimenez coming off the bench to pinch hit. Can Eloy Jimenez get the job done? It hasn't been his greatest season, so let's see what he can do. He goes to straightaway center field here. He got pretty good wood on it, but apparently it's a pop fly out to center field. Attempting to tag over to third. It's not going to happen. So we go to the bottom of the 10th. Jerickson Profar takes strike 3. He's not happy about it, but he takes it. Runners remain on the corners for Will Wilson, an opportunity to walk it off. But instead, it's shallow center field, and it is taken by Javi Baez. So Mike Trout comes up in the top of the 11th with that extra runner on, and he is thrown out at first. He tried to beat it out. He tried with all his might. He couldn't get it done. Here's one, a dribbler, and thrown on to first, and we are through the 11th. So as you can see, nobody getting anything done. There's a strikeout of Bobby Bradley to get through the top of the 12th We are all the way to the bottom of the 12th, mind you, with the new rule of the extra player, the extra runner on second base starting off every inning. So Freddie Peralta is going to come in now. Hopefully he can do pretty well as well. And Austin Nola is going to take him deep to left field, but the park will hold it here at Petco, and that is caught to end the 12th inning. We go to the 13th. Willie Castro with a fly ball out to center, and that is caught as well. To the bottom of the 13th we go. It is Thad Ward who will pitch it. 8 innings pitched in only 8 games this season since coming up here for a September call-up. He gets strike 3 on Profar. On a called strike 3, that's his second strikeout. Here's Gregory Polanco, and he is called out as well. Nobody offering at pitches. That's the story of the episode so far. Tim Hill will come in to pitch for San Diego, and it's Sterling Olander. He puts it into the gap in right center field, and that will score the leading run. 2-1 Miami. Mike Trout comes up next. Here's a grounder up the middle, and that will get through. In comes Sterling Olander from third, and he is across the bag with the third Miami Marlin run. So Trout still on first. We can still do some damage. Here's Rafael Devers, and he hits this deep out to right field, but the park holds that one in. The rain knocking the balls down just a little bit. So Keon Keela is trusted to come into this ball game as they didn't trust Tim Hill, and he will get the strikeout on the high and in 97-mile-an-hour fastball. So Brian Anderson comes up, and he will dribble one onto second. They will get him out, and to the bottom of the 14th we go. You know who's coming in. It's Ryan Muller, a chance to get his 47th save of the season, a 2.57 ERA on his year with those 5 poorly blown saves. Here we go, and the dribbler onto second. It is thrown onto first, and that is out number 1, but they do move the runner over to third. Here is a base knock into center field. That's going to bring home the Padres' second run of the ball game, and they are within striking distance. Taylor up at the plate. There's a beautiful throw to second. They get him out, gunning him down. No steal here. Chris Taylor will take a walk, though, on a curveball that misses. So Manny Machado now up, and Machado, look at this beautiful grab by Bradley to make sure that the Marlins secure the victory. 3-2 on the road at Petco Park. Big win. Ryan Muller does get the save. He had to give up a run to do it, but no big deal. 47 saves on the season. Brian Anderson's your player of the game. He had a solo shot. He was 1 for 5. So if that's player of the game, I don't know what to tell you. Thad Ward ends up getting the win. He pitched 1 inning where he did give up a run, but he did strike out. The three outs were all by way of strikeouts. So Miami wins their 100th game of the season. Let's see what ends up happening down in Pensacola. Remember, they are in the playoffs now, so we're going to try to maybe get some critical situations here, but they win 7-1 in game number 1. So we move on to game number 2, and they're up 6-0. No reason to jump into a game like this. I have no idea why. I mean, I guess because of the shutout, but there you go. Another 7-1 victory. So Pensacola has a chance to get a sweep. They actually lose 6-4, no critical situation, but then they win in game number 4, and they win the AA South Championship Series. So they don't have to play anybody else. They're done. They've won. They are the champs. So we are AA champs this year, and now the Marlins have won 101 games, and they will take on the Brewers in their first playoff matchup in the NLDS. So they have to play the 90-win Brew Crew. We'll see who the Dodgers end up playing. They're the number 1 seed in the playoffs. So we'll see. The Dodgers, I believe, also won over 100 games. In the American League, there were no 100-game winners. The number 1 seed out there is the A's, who won 94 ball games this year. So the Dodgers will be waiting for the winner of this National League wild card game. So we'll see. This is kind of funny. Winner of this game will face the Dodgers in the NLDS, so that is big. Let's find out who it is going to be. It will be the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves, 2 NL East teams to go on and play the Dodgers. So Mike Soroka got the call in this one, 16-8 with a 3.13 ERA on his season. He would oppose Aaron Nola, 2.77 ERA with a 14-8 record. So two very comparable pitchers here, two very good pitchers. In the bottom of the first inning with 2 away, Ronald Acuna Jr. comes up and hits one deep to left into the bullpen and gone. Ronald Acuna hits the first home run of these playoffs, and he has the Braves in the lead in this wild card game 2-0. So Dansby Swanson in the bottom of the third with the bases loaded comes up, and Dansby Swanson hits a high fly ball deep to left field. That is caught and would end the third. So Nola getting out of a jam in the third after giving up a homer in the first. Mike Soroka now in the top of the sixth against Curt Casali, and Casali, goodbye, baby. That thing's out of here like a girl in a country song. Absolutely gone. And the Phillies cut into this lead now. Curt Casali with a solo shot cuts into the lead. It's 2-1. Travis d'Arnaud comes up in the bottom of the sixth, and he slams one out to left. Oh, no, d'Arnaud. And that is absolutely not what the Phillies wanted after cutting into this lead. But there you go, tomahawk chop. It's a 3-1 lead. Archie Bradley came in the bottom of the eighth to pitch. d'Arnaud up again, and he gets a base hit into right field. They're going to attempt to score the runner all the way from second, and they do. Braves up 4-1. Ryan O'Hearn coming in to pinch hit. 300 average with 3 RBIs on the season. So we'll see what he can do here. It is a grounder over to first. Double play is started and finished to get through the 8th inning. So in a 4-1 game, in comes Luke Jackson. 17 holds on the season. Doesn't say that he has any saves, but this would be a save opportunity for him in the playoffs. And this is a base hit out to center field. Yes, it is. So a leadoff base hit. In comes Kyle Lewis as the number 2 hole hitter here. And he will strike out on the high heat, 97 miles per hour. So Luke Jackson gets out number 1. Corey Seager now up at the plate, and he hits one over to second. A chance for the double play, and it is complete. Braves take the win 4-1 in the NL wild card. So big-time win there. Aaron Nola takes the loss. Curt Casali was their top hitter. Ronald Acuna, of course, with the 2-run shot. Soroka ends up with the win. So we go to the AL wild card game. Who would win between the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros for the right to take on the Oakland A's? Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas, and 2 pretty darn good pitchers on the mound in this one as well. Jose Urquidy, 2.97 ERA with a 15-8 record this season. And we will see what he can do against this tough Yankee lineup. Wander Franco, the leadoff hitter, the former number 1 prospect in all of baseball, somehow traded to the Yankees. Great job, MLB the Show. And here he hits a bomb in the first inning, a leadoff bomb by Wander Franco. They're going to start calling him Gonder Franco as that thing's out of here. Garrett Cole would come in to pitch for the Yankees, 14-8 with a 4.26 ERA. If you notice anything about all 4 starting pitchers in these wild card games, it is that they are whatever an 8 in their record. That's kind of interesting. Victor Reyes would be the first hitter for Houston, and he will get a hit down the left field line all the way into the corner. And there you go, a leadoff double for the Astros. Not as good as a leadoff homer, but when you got Yordan Alvarez here, he turns into Gondon Alvarez. That thing is gone. That was terrible. I'm sorry. But Yordan Alvarez with a 363-foot homer out to right field, which is exactly where Wander Franco hit his. Yordan Alvarez makes it 2-1, and he's up again in the bottom of the third off Garrett Cole again. He let him do it again. Just walk the man. The home run derby champ coming up with 2 bombs in the AL wildcard game off of Garrett Cole. It's 4-1. Here's Luke Voigt up at the plate, and he would strike out. He had 2 runners in scoring position, and he becomes the first out of the 4th. So Giancarlo Stanton up at the plate, and he will go down swinging as well. Of course, we know he is a strikeout king, and Jose Urquidy with his 7th. He's going to try to get Akil Baddoo, but he would end up walking him. So 3 on. We have bases bombed. 2 away, though. Can he get Salvador Perez? No, Salvador Perez ropes one to center field. It's a grand salami by the catcher. How about a salami sandwich? 435. And Jose Urquidy cannot believe he just gave up that grand salami. The Yankees will regain the lead, and it is a pretty big one, no less. So nice job on the grand slam. It's a 5-4 lead in the bottom of the fourth of a wild card game. Absolutely huge. Here's a hit out to left field, and this one is gone as well. The train gets going. Renato Nunez, baby. It is out of here. That is a solo shot that will tie this ball game at 5. We go to the 5th. DJ LeMahieu up against Chris Archer, and LeMahieu hits it all the way to the deepest part there, all the way into the corner, and that is going to score the leading run for New York. Yankees take a 6-5 lead. We go to the bottom of the 6th now. Corey Lee up against reliever Matt Dennis, who only pitched 10 pitches to this point, and this one is roped out to left. It is over the wall and gone. Corey Lee soars that thing over the left field fence, and the train continues going here for the Astros. Better not be any trash cans getting banged. Here's Ryan Presley coming in. 54 of 60 on his save opportunities this season with a 3.36 ERA. And here in the top of the 9th, it's Akil Baddoo. He's going to go down swinging as he looks at that one in this 7-6 ball game. Houston trying to close this wild card game out. Salvi Perez swings and misses, and it's thrown on onto first to confirm the second out of the 9th inning. So Presley comes in, 2 strikeouts right away. He's got Clint Frazier up at the plate now, and Frazier goes down swinging. That's it. The Astros, the trash can Stros, whatever you want to call them, they will be moving on to the ALDS to take on the Oakland A's. Matt Dennis takes the loss for the Yankees. Salvador Perez, of course, with the grand slam was big. Chris Archer gets a win. Shout out to my homie Walty, who loves Chris Archer. Javi Baez led the league in home runs this year, but no MVP votes. What's up with that? So we continue on. Cy Young is Walker Buehler. He beats Jesus Luzardo for it. That I actually agree with happening, but Luzardo was at least in the running where Javi Baez should have been for MVP, in my opinion. Let me know if you think he got robbed in the comments section below. Rookie of the year there. There's a Hank Aaron going to Soto. Gold Glove pitcher is Mackenzie Gore. Tyler Stevenson for catcher. Freddie Freeman. Nico Horner. Brian Hayes, Dansby Swanson, Nicky Delmonico, Raimel Tapia, Mookie Betts, and Shohei Ohtani getting Silver Slugger pitcher, as he should, batted .320 with 13 homers. Will Smith for catcher, Matt Olson, Gleyber Torres wins it for second base, so there we go, 2 years running now. Manny Machado, Francisco Lindor wins it somehow over Javi Baez, who had 45 freaking homers. Ronald Acuna, Bryce Harper, Mike Trout doesn't get his there either. So into the American League, Franmil Reyes wins MVP. Jacob deGrom wins the Cy Young. Batting title goes to Michael Conforto. So a couple of guys that were former Marlins winning some awards there. Trevor Larnach gets Rookie of the Year. Yordan Alvarez for the Hank Aaron. Gold Glove pitcher TJ Zeuch. Zeuch? I don't know. Catcher is Salvi Perez, Colin Moran, Carlos Correa, Ty France had gotten an award there. Kyle Schwarber, Alex Verdugo, Abisail Garcia, Franmil Reyes for Silver Slugger DH, of course. Corey Lee for catcher, Luke Voigt for first base, second base Nick Solak, third base Jose Ramirez, shortstop Paul DeYoung, Yordan Alvarez, Michael Conforto, and Dominic Smith for the outfield. So there are your award winners on the season, and we have playoffs upon us. In the very next Marlins episode, you will get games number 1 and 2, which will both be at home at South Beach Park. Give me your predictions in the comments section below, the scores of both games, what you think the series is going to be at. We have Pablo Lopez starting the playoffs for us. He will be our Game 1 starter against Brandon Woodruff. How do you like that pitching matchup? Let me know that in the comments section. We are back in another playoffs, and hopefully we don't lose in a Game 5 in the NLDS this year, because that would be heartbreaking yet again. Thank you guys so much for your support on this series. Please continue it by hitting that like button, turning that sub button from red to gray if you have not already done so already. If you like all things franchise and storylines within a franchise mode, this is the place to be, so I appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure you check out the description for links to my Discord and my Twitch so that you can help us and become part of this community outside of just YouTube. We have a great Discord with hundreds of members that talk football all the time and baseball as well. And we have a great Twitch. Come see me live out there. If you want to see more franchise, click right here.
I feel you back somehow.